We should be live here. I come today with some sad news, I think you should say, for Seahawks fans around the world. But first we need to figure out some things with my mic, and we'll get right to it. Sad news, I think you should say. Okay, so it should be... should be good. I just want to say thank you to Russell Wilson. You've been my favorite quarterback. Been a fan of you my entire life. You're the reason why I fell in love with the game of football. You're such a great person. With all your charity work, everything you've done for Seattle. Thank you so much. You've given me a lot of memories throughout the years. I want to say that I'll always remember you as probably the greatest Seahawks quarterback of all time. I think all Seahawks fans can agree. It's getting pretty surreal right now that you're gone. I'm excited for the new future. I'm excited for your future. I hope you do fantastic in Denver. I'm not going to hope that you're awful. It just seems as if we couldn't win with you as our quarterback, which is heartbreaking. I wish that we would have been able to win as a organization whenever you were getting paid $30+ million every year. But that stopped us from getting top quality free agents. And getting a quarterback on a rookie deal is the blueprint for success. However, I hope Drew Lock, I hope that you are above average. You seem like a Carson Wentz. I hope that you are okay in Seattle. I hope you enjoy it. However, I don't have much expectations for you. Russell Wilson, you've always been there in the clutch. Always been able to make some miraculous play. I really do appreciate it. Everything that you've done, it's just it's so, I can't, I'm wearing a Russell Wilson jersey right now. Hopefully that somehow, some way, you can come back on a 1-year deal, and then you say, or a 1-day deal maybe, and you can be a Seahawk for the rest, be retired as a Seahawk. Because if I'm not mistaken, you have 2 years. Let's look at the deal. Let's pull up the deal here. It's getting pretty, I'm very heavy right now with my heart. But Wilson has 2 years left on his deal. And it's we're getting Drew Lock, Noah Fant, a D lineman, 2 first, 2 second, and it's just so much. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about this right now? Because I'm just so I don't know what to do. I mean, just looking at Russell Wilson in a Broncos jersey is sad. So the official trade is Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, and 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick for Russell Wilson, and a 4th-round pick. I thought we were fine at the tight end position. I didn't think that this was necessary. I never thought that this was needed for Seattle. Denver traded too much. Yeah, I think they did, but it's It is what it is, honestly. Like, we can't do anything about it. However, I am looking forward to getting a new quarterback jersey. That's something that I'm looking forward to getting. I'm hoping that... I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we're not too trash. I know we're not going to be good. I understand that. But I think that we will eventually figure it out. This is the blueprint for success. This is what we need to do. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the organization. It's tough to lose a quarterback of his caliber. What's up, Hal? It's really tough. Really, really tough right now. Yeah, the only way that the trade doesn't happen is if he fails his physical, which he shouldn't, or if he says, I don't want to play in Denver, and he waives the no-trade clause, which can happen. I mean, plenty of players have had no-trade clauses, and it's looked like they're going to get traded, and the teams agree on the trade, but the player ends up saying no. It happened with Kobe Bryant back in like 06, 07, whenever he was looking like he was going to get traded to the Bulls, and then he declined the trade because of his no-trade clause. We can't do anything about it, you know? I'm sad, but I don't know why we gave up a 4th-round pick. I don't understand that. I don't know why we would give up a 4th whenever we didn't need to. The money is probably one of the big things right now. I think you can't win with a $30+ million quarterback because we're not able to surround him with the talent that needs to be done. But then again, it's a new era of Seahawks football. And Seahawks fans, we have to be optimistic about it. I'm happy for him. I hope that everything goes well. I want only the best for him. Only the best. Because of how great of a quarterback he's been. It's just an idol for me. Just an idol. Like, there's nothing else to describe it. My favorite player of all time. I mean, I've loved everything that he's done. It's really sad. He's very expensive. And you can't win with a quarterback like that. But if, in the end, we do end up winning a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal, then it's going to be all right. Bad news for Seattle, great news for Niners. The 49ers, I guess they should have... I think every team in the NFC West should have reason to celebrate because the Seahawks have been the most consistent team in the NFC West for the past decade. They've always been competing for the division title. So I think it's okay for... of course, the 49ers are celebrating because the Seahawks aren't going to be as good anymore. The Rams celebrating because the Seahawks aren't going to be as good anymore. And same with the Cardinals. They're not going to be as good anymore. However, there's always going to be time for guys to improve. We're really focusing a lot on... We're going to have to rely on a lot of players. I won't be surprised if we trade Bobby Wagner. I don't know with DK Metcalf what his future is. What's Tyler Lockett's future? I don't know. Like, if you're Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf, what are you thinking right now? You know, like my quarterback, who's top 5, just got traded away. Now I'm getting Drew Lock, who has a 25 touchdown to 20 interception ratio. You're not gonna get them the ball, and from all the press conferences, I'm never trusting press conferences again because they're just a load of BS. That We're committed to Russ. We're committed to winning. We're not trading him. Like, don't call. We just declined an offer from the Washington football team for 3 first-round picks and Chase Young. I mean, come on. We can't say that we are committed to him and then trade him. Everything was going good for us. It was looking like we had a lot of cap room. We were going to surround him with talent. We were going to build this offensive line around him. We have a good receiving core. We were looking for another receiver to elevate us over the top. You look at other teams in the NFC West, they have top 4 receivers are very good. You have D-Hop, A.J. Green, Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk. Then you have Van Jefferson, Odell Beckham, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods. I mean, it was looking like Seattle was trying to surround Russ with more talent. And then this comes into the news, and Adam Schefter drops a bomb saying, we've traded him. No new news. He has obviously. If you're Russell Wilson, like what do you say? You know, like I don't know what you can say if you're Russell Wilson. They should draft a quarterback. Yeah, I think they have to. There's no question that they have to draft a quarterback. It's hard to accept that we're no longer going to be good. I've known good football my entire life. We've missed the playoffs 2 or 3 times the entire time I've been a Seahawks fan. It's disappointing. Really is disappointing. But it's okay. We're gonna be okay. I think Seattle, it was eventually going to happen, where we were going to move forward, and now we are moving forward and haven't been good for. I mean, we've been an above average team. We've been consistent, and now that consistency is gone, which sucks. The consistency is gone. We're going to have to rebuild. We're not going to be as good. Unless somehow, some way, Drew Lock just becomes an MVP candidate out of nowhere, unlocks some potential, and he's fantastic. Or we get Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral in the draft. This draft is going to be so crucial. What pick do the Broncos have? So Seattle's back into the first round, at least. I mean, what are the pick numbers? The Broncos had 11 picks. It's unreal. It's just I can't fathom it right now. Cannot fathom it right now. What are people saying about it? What are people saying? Let's go to Seahawks. Somebody says, I don't really like the idea that the Seahawks rebuild won't work out because they will never get a quarterback like Russell Wilson again. They waited 2 years. When his contract is up, they won't have a quarterback and 0 pick. Best to get what you can now when you weren't poised for a Super Bowl. Yeah. I've seen rumors of Deshaun Watson. So apparently now the Seahawks and the Commanders are currently in a bidding war for the services of quarterback Deshaun Watson. So Noah Fant has 2 years left on his deal. Selby Harris has 2 years left on his deal, and Drew Lock has 1 more year left on his deal. Paul Allen is rolling over in his grave right now. I don't think that if Paul Allen is still alive, I don't think this trade goes through. I don't. I think this trade gets shut down. Jody Allen, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Jody Allen, why? Why are you running our organization? Why are you running our... You're not doing good. Since your brother has passed away, our organization has hit a downturn. I don't know why you're running our organization. I want change. I need change. I didn't need it from the players. I needed it from the top. Jody Allen running the Seahawks has not been successful. I don't... This trade is going to be... I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. I don't know, guys, like... Let's see what other Seahawks fans are saying about this. It's tough. This is so tough right now.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio, podcast, whatever it is, this is a program in full.
We're going to prepare you for what this industry is, and you're going to hear it from people who've been in the field, in the newsroom, in the control room for the last 20 years.
I'm hearing from people that
with the way the salary cap was going up before COVID,
check out what Nordcam has to say. He's probably the most famous Seahawks YouTuber right now.
All the math, thinking about keeping Russell through his contract. I could tell by the way that they were talking about it and the way that they were making moves. They genuinely thought that we had a shot to win the Super Bowl 2 years ago. The year we went 12-4. That was the year. And then this last year was a little bit of an anomaly because of, Russell getting injured is a huge deal. And DK had a foot thing, and Jamal Adams got injured. So, for a lot of reasons, this year wasn't great football-wise. But a lot of this has to do with Russell not seeing football. When we fired Brian Schottenheimer and when we didn't go spend $50 million on offensive linemen that may or may not be great, or drafting like 20 offensive linemen.
Russ is going from a 7-10 team to another 7-10
Super Bowl
team.
Winning Rams and the hardcore 49ers and Cardinals. Like, this division sucks.
What else do we do
for a quarterback? Like, you're gonna get hit, no matter who you are, and a lot of things just added up, to Russell not being happy. And it's not like he didn't spend time here. He spent 10 years here, right? 9 or 10. So he put in his time. Yeah, man, it's just like, what's next?
It's just shock.
Because there's
it's
no
just
other
shock
option
for all of us.
but to say, okay, if I was on the team and
It's
I was
a
like
shock.
suiting up,
That's all it is. It's just shock. I mean, it's just shock. I don't understand. I don't think anybody else. Just shock. I don't understand. What's Chat Sports saying?
Oh, so it's tough to say that, but Stroud and
Stroud
Bryce
and Young would both be QB1
are going to be great. And so
in this class.
If they're not the top two guys, then whoever replaced them clearly is doing something great to get past those two guys. So I think next year's quarterback class is going to be pretty loaded if the floor is Stroud and Young, which I don't expect it to be. I think those two guys are going to go top 10 respectively.
Yeah, there you go. All right, some shout-outs here. Decent split on the Seahawks side. Jonathan Rush says yes. Crawdad says yes. I'm only going to do your first name there, Crawdad. Raveni says yes. Famous in your things and Emmett Gaming says no. Ghost says yes. On the main channel, Chat Sports, I see some supers. We'll get to those here momentarily, folks. A lot of yeses in there, which I find from, Bryant Cowart, Spider Winder.
Obviously,
and
it's going to be a
Luck-Zach,
rebuild.
so
I don't
not
know why this is a question.
terribly surprised on that one.
Obvious
All right,
rebuild.
some super chats here from my burner account. This trade shows me how far behind Dallas front office is, and they have their QB.
Why the Cowboys?
I don't know if actually this is the move that indicates it. I think the Aaron Rodgers moves indicate that a little bit better. I kneel for one. Russell Wilson will retire before Denver gets another number 1 pick. So he's saying 2 years, and he's out.
Bold. Can't wait to freezing cold take that in 2 years when he does not retire
super chat,
or
be nice.
doesn't get traded. I'm sorry, you're right, but I think Russell Wilson, 33, he's got 10.
Unreal. What else? What are they saying?
Thinking about it, and I think if I'm thinking about it, you could damn well be sure a lot of people are.
Yeah, my phone is.
I wanted
not in a good place
Surtain.
right now,
I really did want Surtain in this.
based on the takes I'm getting, but yeah, it's just I would have loved to see just my whole thing with the rebuild thing too. Was like I would have been totally okay with it if we had another general manager or a different coach. You could see them reshape their own roster. Man, Pete and John are they're essentially putting their legacy on the line because
They are.
yeah,
That's
they
very
have that
true.
Super
Pete
Bowl,
and John
some
are
people
putting their
will always hold
legacy.
that. But if they kind of screw
Bobby
this thing
tweeted?
up,
What did Bobby tweet?
they're going to tarnish their legacy with a lot of people in the city. And man, I do not envy those guys right now. This is a hard sell.
Well, I mean, that's most likely what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we have pick 9. Okay.
It is so rare to win. I mean, the best team in the NFL did not win a Super Bowl this year. The second best team in the NFL did
maybe
not
the
win a
top
Super Bowl this
5.
year.
Yeah.
Right? So
We have the number 9 pick.
I think the likelihood that the Seahawks are going to turn this into a Super Bowl
So we have number
contending
9
team in the next 2 to 3 years is super low. That doesn't happen very often. And so
Pick
huge
9.
gamble. This is, to me, this is the equivalent of throwing it at the 1-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you gotta bring that up?
Nobody would have. People argued that play over and over and over again, right? But people have essentially said, hey, there was a lot of good tactical reasons why you'd pass the ball at the 1-yard line against that front, a bunch of other things.
Well,
But here's the thing, Jeff. If you would run the ball,
If this does
3
not
times
work
with
out,
Marshawn Lynch,
if this does not work out, then Pete Carroll and John Schneider need to leave. They just need to. They've ruined the organization if this does not work out.
or 4 times with Marshawn Lynch on the 1-yard line and not gotten in, there would have been questions about it, but there would have been more credit to the Patriots for stopping them than there would have been criticism of the Seahawks for trying to shove it down.
oh no, there would have been zero criticism.
So this is the safe path was you keep Russell Wilson and you win, and maybe you never get much better than you are right now, but people aren't going to criticize you for doing that. They're choosing to throw it at the 1-yard line. Didn't work out the first time.
It's funny, and the Rams won the Super Bowl throwing from the 1-yard line this year. No one seemed to talk about that.
Yeah.
But No, you're right. They never choose the easy path. These guys, they do not make things easy on themselves. They always. Well, I wonder what your take on this tweet is. Bobby Wagner just tweeted out, "Sherm is a prophet."
What do you think? What do you, I
don't know.
Sherm is a
doing
prophet?
podcasts and stuff, but
Does he mean like Bobby's getting out of there? Does he mean like they've lost it? Is that a rush shot?
Wait, if we do remember, Richard Sherman criticized the entire Seahawks organization. Is Bobby Wagner criticizing the Seahawks organization for making this move? Like, this is like, I don't know what to do. Like, this guy right here on my back, Russell Wilson, I don't think I'm ever gonna see him in a Seahawks uniform again. Like, I take it for granted. I'm so sad that I took it for granted. That I'm never going to get to. I'm never going to get to see Russell Wilson in a Seahawks uniform again. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand, guys. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Make sure you have notifications on. That way you never miss a live stream.